Radical.
The free Amico gift has been revealed. The gift to people as a, consolation prize for having to wait for the Amico yet again was some video game music. And this comes courtesy of an OEBP'd upload, Intellivision Amico Countdown free gift and the Countdown's future. I'm looking over here, and he's excited for it. I'm sure a couple people might be excited for it. The Earthworm Jim music, though. OEB Pete actually shocks me when he said he doesn't give a flip about the Earthworm Jim music. My, man, oh man. That just kind of surprised me there. There was no alien, Pete, So, I don't know how to feel about that. See, I thought the alien would be a consistent part of these Intellivision Amico countdowns. Heaven knows he's going to have to actually, if he continues these countdowns, put something else in there, Because, there's really no Amico news unless there's a release date announced. Because literally, you almost have to, you have to respect the level of the shilling here for him to actually, maybe he's generally excited about it, but, he's generally regarded as like an Amico shill. But you have to respect the level he's willing to go to continue having these countdowns. It's almost admirable when you actually see it. Just imagine if your job was actually to, not that YouTube's a job or anything, but let's say if it was, up to you to keep up a countdown to something. But the other way to think about this is, since the Amico is probably never going to come out, he can keep up this countdown until the end of time. So there's that. So any of you worried about him no longer doing countdowns, I guess you put them worries to rest. What else did he talk about here? Well, he talks about after the gift. It's 10 minutes long. What does he go into? What else does he go into? To be honest, I'm at a loss for what he goes into. It seemed like an empty 10 minutes. So let's go down to the comments and actually share some comments from some people. The original Grasshopper. I'm an Amico supporter and will not be canceling my pre-order, but I gotta admit that the gift of the free music MP3s are really disappointing. I'd rather have a free game as a thank you for our patience, not video game music that I'll never listen to. That's a great point. I think most people were expecting maybe a free game download, which is not that difficult of an ask, since the games are admittedly, very inexpensive, right? You telling me you can't give me a free cornhole? Make the people that are really hardcore supporters of the system pre-ordering the system. You can't tell me you can't give them a free cornhole. Come on now. Give them a Farkle or a cornhole. Give a Farkle and give them something more than just some game music that most people can just search up on YouTube. Like I did a search for Advent Rising, the game music for that game. Really nice music. So, Tellerico, man, you did some great music there. I'm not going to say anything about that, but I think a lot of people are disappointed because I broke the news. I had a bad source. I broke the news that maybe the source actually just didn't get it right. It was close to Tellerico music. Aerosmith and Tellerico, let's be honest here, they're not really that close. But it was like, they're, him and lead singer Vera Smith, there's a relation there. So, granted, I wasn't that far off. It was music. It was just music from video games live, is it here? Looks like to be a lot of music and everything, but, it's just music that you probably look up. A lot of it probably people are not going to get super excited about. It's old music for some games. Most people were thinking it would be Amico related. You telling me you can't even give like an Amico shirt or some merchandise, maybe an Amico hat, an Amico shirt. It looks like there's a lot of those rolling around. So probably there's a lot of those that were probably made, to advertise that are not going to be used. Come on, an Amico pin. Give him an Amico pin or something. Just something that could be usable that's branded for Amico. Two final things I'll finish off here on Bacon Breakfast. And this is not the only comment of this type on this upload. Bacon Breakfast says, free gift? I pre-ordered the vintage wood grain Amico from Intellivision, and I didn't get any very special thank you gift email. OEB Pete says, check that email, and check the spam folders. Bacon Breakfast says, nope, didn't get it. OEB Pete then says, okay, email Intellivision Daniel mentioned on the JC channel today, and they will sort people out with the codes. It seems here like OEB Pete is actually connected to the Intellivision, like he's actually connected, like he's actually probably just running damage control, I guess, you know. And that's really the only thing I think a lot of people dislike about OEB Pete's channel is that he's kind of running damage control. It's one thing to be happy and excited about the Intellivision Amico. That's one thing. But to actually stick up for and kind of defend everything that's going on around the Intellivision Amico, you know, if it wasn't for that, I think most people would probably just be completely fine with OEB Pete's channel. They'd be fine with it. And there's nothing wrong with it. He's a happy guy. He seems friendly. You know, there's nothing wrong with OEB Pete's channel. I know the overly positive nature can be grating at times to some people. But you know what? I mean, there's worse things on YouTube than a really happy guy that's excited about video games when you think about it. One final thing is a good thing. He actually readjusted his join to a 99-cent tier from the, I think, $1.99 and $4.99 tiers. He dropped that down to 99 cents. And on top of that, those proceeds are donated to Extra Life. Now, I would probably prefer, you know, and you don't have to be like me. I would probably prefer for him actually just leave a link to Extra Life, but I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad, you know. Look at all the joins out here and the Patreons and everything. Very few channels actually are going to donate those proceeds to a great charity. And I do believe that Extra Life is a great charity. I actually use it on my rotation as charities I feature in Comment of the Week. So it's a big thumbs up from me. Speaking of thumbs up, you know, he's got that weird hook hand without the thumb on a pillow. And yeah, that's exactly probably the thing that I would want. I would want to go to sleep next to a pillow of the creepy OEB Pete looking right at me. It's exactly what anyone would want.